Starting with where you can find the East Central College calendar of events, you would go to the eastcentral.edu website, and in the top right hand corner click the calendar link. That will take you to the calendar of events page. This is the default setting, a date and time view, as you can see here at the top left. And one of the things that I will point out is that your display options are located up here on the top left corner. You can see the events in a grid view, a category view, a summary view, and a location view. If you select location or grid view, you will not see much information after each hyperlink for the event. If you select category, date and time, or summary view, you will see small snippets underneath each hyperlink for each event. So how you view the information is up to you. Also, you have a choice of displaying it 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month, or 1 year. As is usual in a calendar setting, we have a mini calendar here and also an advanced search option where you can narrow the fields down from one date to another date to search for certain events during those certain times. Once you go to the calendar of events, which is located off the East Central College website, you'll see here on the left hand side that you can pick a category, a location, or an event type. For this example, let's select category and let's select arts and culture and entertainment, this category. As you will see, a new box has popped up, and you can click many categories or you can click just one category, whatever you're interested in. I'm clicking the arts, culture, and entertainment. I'm then going to hit submit, and then I'm going to come back down here and say search events. Now it is searching for those events with that certain filter. You can see here if you just hit one filter, it will also display the name of that category up at the top here. And as you can see in the list below, it's giving you all the events in the calendar right now in that category. If you wanted to clear or add to that category list, you would go back to the category box here on the left. It would open up a new window, and as you can see, arts and culture and entertainment is already checked. You could add more categories to search by, or you could just deselect this box or use the buttons at the bottom to either select all or deselect all and hit submit. Now, one thing you need to remember is even after you hit submit, you still need to hit search events in order to finally execute that filter choice, which in this instance is to go back to the default setting to see everything. The same thing will happen with location and event type. You will see as you hit the down arrow here that when events are loaded into the calendar, they will have a location assigned to them, and you can search by a certain room or building or location if that's what you choose to do. Also, event type will also be another type of way that you can filter out events that you would like to see on your calendar view. In this clip, we will be talking about the event list that's located in the middle section of the web page and some of the options that are available once you look at certain events. As you will see in this date and time display format, what you see is the date, the time of the event, and some of the event details here in the middle of the page, as well as the location on the right. Each event will be listed on the day that it occurs, of course, and if you want to hover over a hyperlink, this software will allow you to look at a little bit more of the details of the event. It will also show you the icons that are available for that event, and what I mean by icons are these icons that are showing in this box: the remind me, the notify me, add to my calendar, and email to a friend. All of those are active for for this event. If you were to say, I would like to be reminded, let's just go in and explore what you would do to get a reminder. You would click on this icon. It will take you to a new box, which, as you can see, you can get a reminder by either email or text message. If it's email that you choose, you'll put in your first, your last name, and an email address that you would like the reminder to be sent to. You can even select how quickly or how soon before the event you would like to be reminded, all the way from 5 minutes to 10 hours. If you did select text message, you will put in your first and last name, your mobile phone number where you would like to receive the text, and then also it asks you for your wireless carrier to be selected. Again, you'll have a reminder for how quickly before the event you would like to be reminded. Once you put in that information and hit submit, that is all that is needed. If you go back and hover over that event and decide to pick the Notify Me, it brings up another box that's very similar to the Remind Me box. This one will say that you have selected to subscribe to receive email notifications for changes or news related to the event titled, in this case, ECC Music Faculty Recital. You can get that reminder or that notification by email or text message. And what this will do is, if you are signed up to have notifications about this event, if something were to happen and the time would need to change, or the location changed, or anything about the event changed from the original submission on the calendar, you would be notified. So there would never be a time where the room was changed and you didn't know about it, which is a very handy feature. Also in that box is an Add to My Calendar option. If you click that icon, it will allow you to either add this event to a personal calendar in an iCal format, or send this to an email, and here they say Gmail, Ymail, etc. Very handy to just download straight to your calendar. And the last option that we have in this box is to email to a friend. If I were to let my friend know that I wanted them to go to this ECC music faculty recital, or wanted them to put it on their calendar, or anything at all, you could do this by either email or text message, like we talked about before, and just follow the boxes along on what they ask you for. The email, in this case, your email address, your name, and it even gives you an option for sending out an optional email message. You put in the code from the image here and hit submit. And with text message, same sort of thing with the wireless number and carrier, your information, and the code at the bottom. A very easy way to keep up to date on all the events for the calendar. In this clip, we will explore the tools for the calendar and for RSS feeds that are located at the top right corner of the calendar page. The first icon is a subscribe icon, and it is very handy, as you can subscribe to certain categories of calendars if you wish. That way, if there's ever an event that is changed or added, you will know about it as it happens. So for instance, let's go into the category over here and open up our box, and let's say that we would like to expand the arts and culture entertainment category and say we would just like to be up to the minute with all the information on performances at East Central College. We will select the performances box, we will hit submit, and then here at the bottom we will still need to say search events. At this point, you may or may not see any events in the calendar at this time. That's okay, you can still subscribe, and you'll see the category up here in the middle, and we'll go to the subscribe button. Here a new window opens, and you have your option to pick whether you would like to have a subscription to this calendar sent to you via email messages, text messages, or iCal dynamic feed. If you if you pick the email, all you'll need to do is enter your first and last name and the email address here in these boxes shown. If you pick text messages, you'll have your name boxes here, your wireless number where you want the text messages to be received, and you will need to indicate your wireless carrier and hit submit. If you hit iCal Dynamic Feed, it gives you these two options. You will hit submit and it will walk you through adding a calendar to the calendar that you use for your personal use. The next thing that I will show you is if you wanted to download events. Let's go ahead and clear our events out of this category. I'm going to say deselect all, submit, and then don't forget that search events so that it refreshes your filter. And here we can go to the download option. And if I wanted to download all the events on the calendar at this point for the month of January, I have the option, once you open this window, to download events in these three formats: CSV, iCal, or XML. I believe most people will probably use iCal. It's very easy. You click iCal, you hit submit, and it will usually give you an option for whatever calendar program you're using on your computer, and it will open your computer application, your calendar application, and add a calendar to it with all these downloaded events. I'm going to cancel this at the moment and then talk about the help icon. Depending on where you are, on what portion of the calendar of events, a help button will be available to you in case you get lost in how to do something or what something might mean. It's very helpful, and it should be used whenever you feel like you have a question that cannot be answered by one of these small video clips. And then also we have a print option, which obviously prints everything that's on the current screen. As you can see here, it kind of prints just a big long page of the events that we had on our default page, and you would just click in the right hand corner here and click here to print, and it would bring you to your printer and print a very nice list of events. So that is the very top right hand tools for this calendar. I think you'll find the subscribe option very helpful to keep you up to date on all the ECC events at all of our campuses.